GitHub Actions. Why are they in C sharp? So, when I saw that GitHub Actions ran on Windows and Linux and Mac, first of all, I'm like, why would you have the GitHub runner Actions runner work on Windows or Mac? That seems really weird and cool at the same time. So I went ahead and I asked ChatGPT 4.0, and here's the answer. GitHub Action runners are C Sharp for several reasons. C Sharp is statically typed. Yeah, we know. C Sharp is cross platform. Okay, we know that. Microsoft, now listen, this is a good one. Microsoft, the company that owns GitHub, also created C Sharp. This means that they have a lot of experience in blah. So they had resources for it. C Sharp is also good support for runners because it can run on lots of things. .NET, the normal reasons. You can read the rest of them. Pause the video. But here's the interesting thing. So I was like, now wait a second. Didn't GitHub Actions exist before Microsoft acquired GitHub and saved GitHub? If you don't know about that, we should do a whole video about how Microsoft saved GitHub from financial ruin. They actually did. They were about to go under, and GitHub would have disappeared from the planet if it hadn't been for Microsoft swooping in, or some other company that has actual money. You can hate Microsoft all you want, but the fact is they had money and they kept GitHub alive. And something else happened. So I went ahead and I asked another question from, Chat GPT here. Did GitHub Actions exist before, or did GitHub company acquire Microsoft? And the answer is no. GitHub Actions did not exist before Microsoft's acquisition of this. Microsoft acquired GitHub in June 2018. GitHub Actions was used to automate software workflows that were introduced in November 2019. So the conclusion is GitHub Actions came from Microsoft. And I'm going to put that in the column that says of liked things about Microsoft. There's plenty of things in the column of don't like things about Microsoft. But in the column of things I like about Microsoft, one of them is saved GitHub from financial ruin. The second one is GitHub Actions. And before you go off on, well, don't you hate C Sharp? No, I absolutely don't. I actually, as an object-oriented programming languages go, I think C Sharp is way better than Java. Of course, I haven't written a single line of Java officially since 2020. No, that's not true. 2000. So yeah, I haven't done any Java officially. So don't ask me about languages, especially object-oriented programming languages. I will not program in one. Period. I just won't. I'm too close to retirement. I don't have to do that, and I never will. So the fact that GitHub Actions and the GitHub Actions runner is written in C Sharp is extremely intriguing to me, and I like this deep dive I'm doing. You'll have to join us on my Twitch channel if you want to do some of these deep dives with me. But the conclusion to this deep dive is that the runners are actually, you can run a GitHub runner on Windows NT. I thought for sure it was going to be a containerized. I mean, they are containers, right? So now my next question is, well, how is it that, if you write your own, custom actions, they have to be containers. Those containers have to run. Well, if they're running on a runner that's running on Windows, how does that work? Well, I imagine it's because there's a container engine running on Windows NT, and but containers are a Linux technology, which means they got to have a VM built in there somewhere. I got questions, so we'll do those questions later. But the conclusion is, runners are a Microsoft thing. They're written in C Sharp, and they're awesome.